All right, so if you're like me, you bought a Suburban or a Tahoe or whatever from 95 up to 99 and you bought it, more likely these bulbs were burnt out up here. Well, the HVAC controller, this HVAC controller bulbs were burnt out, and you probably had a few that worked up here, a few that didn't. And I know a lot of people are always wondering, how the hell do you remove this thing? Or this one back here, this guy. Simple. This one is clipped in. Up here is 4 clips on each side. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get a flat blade screwdriver in there, or maybe a trim piece puller tool, and just work it out slowly. Don't be overly aggressive with it. It'll pop out. Now from the factory, you have 2 bulbs in here, and they will be Toshiba V2 bulbs. Toshiba V2. If you're going LED, you're looking for a replacement, they will be T5 bulbs. More likely you'll find them with the wedge holders, and that's okay because they come separate, but in case you need to use the wedge holders, in which case the wedge holders will be for these. But this one will have a wired in connection, so you would need 2 bulbs here. Like I said, 4 clips, pry it out slowly, and there are 2 bulbs right here. And for down here, if you don't know how to take off a dash, there are plenty of videos that explain how to take off a dash. This thing is clipped in. Give it a nice little tug, it'll start popping out corner by corner. Flat blade screwdriver on the side here, flat blade screwdriver on the side there. This will come out. If yours is old, be gentle because those clips are brittle. You have about 5 bulbs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The rear defrost, I haven't figured out how to even remove that bulb. It's behind a lot of crap, and honestly, I didn't really care that much. But you've got 5 down here, and these, actually, like I said, they come with the wedge holders. So if you don't know what the wedge holders are, I'll show you here in a second, as soon as I get the bag open. Wait a minute. Now, from the factory, the wedge holders more likely will be gray in color, and this is what it looks like. I'm trying to get it to focus in here. Wait, can I get it to focus? There we go. It's a little wedge holder. See if I can get the back of it. It'll say Toshiba V2 on it. It won't focus. Whatever. Either way, these wedge holders will hold these bulbs in. They just twist out. It's simple. They are not wired in. So what you'll see is this. You'll see the back of it like this. And you just twist it, pull it on out. Like I said, these are wired in. They look similar to this, but there's a long connector holding this one and these bulbs in. And on the rear HVAC controller, it will be the same thing. Hold on, let me start my truck before I kill my battery. I've been sitting here for a second. Wait a minute. Sticky ignition problems. All right, there we go. So when they light up, they look like this. I have LED replacement. These are actually white, but they give off this light bluish Carolina hue, Carolina blue hue or whatever. I kind of like it. I haven't finished up here actually. I had 1 bulb. I was 1 bulb short in the pack, so I got to order another set so I can do this side so it can all be lit up. Looks pretty nice actually. Looks pretty nice. Let me show you the rear. So the rear HVAC panel, like I said, it's a little dimly lit back here, but I'm in a lit area, so you won't get the full effect. But to do this one, this little faceplate, this is just a faceplate. It pops off, it comes off, and let's see if I can get it off real quick. I think I got a side hanging right here. See, this little part comes off. Now, when you get up here, you're gonna notice these notches. You get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Flat blade screwdriver, get in there. Please don't be overly aggressive. Again, there's a little metal frame back there, so try not to be too aggressive. I kind of bent mine up a little in the corner, but of course the panel is covering that, so you can't see it. There will be 2 bulbs back here. Again, the stock replacement is Toshiba V2. If you're going for LED, again, that replacement bulb would be a T5 bulb, T5 LED. There are about either 2 or 3 in here. I can't remember. I think it may be 2 as well back here. So like I said, get this faceplate off. Get this plate off, and flat blade screwdriver in here, preferably a little smaller one. I had a large one, so I mean it worked, but it could have been a whole lot easier on me if I had a smaller flathead screwdriver. And like I said, there's 2 up here, 2 or 3. Just twist them out. They're also a wired in connection. They don't have the little wedge holders that I showed earlier. These are wired in, but these are kind of funky as well as those, because with the wired in connections, you kind of have to play with the LED bulb a little bit to get it to sit correctly. I'm not sure what that's about, but they do work, and there's proof of it. They work. So, you know, there's never been really a video explaining these controls and that controller up there. There's something out there about that all day long, but for anyone who's wondering how to do it, that's how you do it. It's simple. It's just a matter of finding the right bulb and knowing what you're looking for. And I know I'm going to get a bunch of questions about that radio up there. That is a Toto. There it is. That's a Toto A6 radio. And the dash kit being used is a Metra 3003-G. Oh, and the Chime box. Yeah, I changed my Chime box out. And that's from 93 Caprice, actually. So in case you don't want your annoying ding 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 or that annoying what is it, that dude that they all make, and you want something to actually remind you that you got your lights on and stuff, you can use the 93 Caprice Chime box. Thank me later.